Welcome in, Pirate fans, to a special podcast of Williamsburg football. Speaking with head coach Rob Woodward. Coach, looking back at last Saturday's game, what a terrific game that your guys Pirates played. 31-21 victory over Bishop Reedy. You knew the contest was going to be tough, but you guys came out victorious. What were your thoughts about the game on Saturday?
Yeah, I thought Bishop Reedy, really good football team, had a lot of weapons and big, nice, solid line that our guys had to definitely come out and be ready for. And, offense tapped into a lot of different players and plays and used a lot of different weapons throughout the game there. None bigger than that third quarter drive. A lot of people talked about, how it was kind of just a big statement for us. Our guys come out and played extremely well in that second half drive through that, but they did great in the early part of the game. Special teams chimed in where they needed to and made some nice plays, and then the defense just flew around, tackled well, kept things in front of them, limited the score enough. For again, all three phases of the game. When you play playoff football, you're going to get good opponents that give you a lot of different things you got to account for. And I thought our guys came out and played well.
A lot of coaches have different schools of thought on kids that create or not create, but have turnovers or mistakes during the game, and sometimes they put them in the doghouse, sometimes they put them right back in there, and that was the case with Case Dyer. He had a couple mistakes there, but you felt trustworthy enough because he's a big time player to get back out there, and he made some spectacular plays for the Pirates.
Yeah, I got him after that first one, and I said, man, you got to shake that off. We got a long game ahead of us. We're going to come back to you here in a minute. We're going to need some plays. And we did that, and he did happen to have another little situation there. Coughed up the football, and we talked about that again and went back to him another time. And those things can be contagious sometimes if somebody's had one. But, Case, again, kept battling. And he made up for some of those mistakes. Josh Clark was out there helping him out, trying to take the ball away. Had 2 picks that were huge and kept us from losing any of our turnover margin that was been so key this year that we've been talking about. Kept at an even mark for us. Those 2 big takeaways were key points in the game. One of them right after one of those turnovers. So that was very, very important. But some other big plays within the game. Derek Lattimore's run, while he didn't have maybe the stats that he's seen in another game, man, that third down run where he got us back into field goal range was huge for us to be able to go out and kick that 42-yard field goal and put it in a 2-score game there at the first half of the ball game. Just little things like that throughout the game that were so significant with making sure that we get the kind of things that we want to happen throughout a game. Some of our guys on kickoff team flying down, making big plays, and helping us establish good field position there. It was just a great football game.
I'd like to take you back to one particular play, though. It was the 4th down and 4 at the goal line, somewhere around in that neighborhood, and you brought Kenny Sanderlin in, your power quarterback, running quarterback. You've got package or 2 for him if you need him. But as good as Kenny Sanderlin was on that play, if you go back, Coach, and I kind of like to go back and look at things like that, that line did an amazing job of blocking down, and then with the kick-out block, it was almost like I could have ran it in.
Yeah, we got a lot of different options and a lot of different packages and a lot of different – it's been a stable part of our offense. Coach Caskey really has a lot of different weapons that we can tap into, and the quiver we often refer to going into the quiver to try to find something that we can use, and I agree with you. That was a very well executed play. Something that we had seen earlier in the game as we tried to use some of that packages, something that we liked, something that we had kind of been prepared for, and we're ready to go out. And one thing that's nice about our offense is we have all these different things that we can use, and we can just go to them. I don't know that we had actually practiced that specific play out of that formation, but we knew what the play entails, what needed to happen, what we could potentially get with that look, and we executed, and we were able to get in the end zone. So that was a big key situation there for us. Blake Richardson's fourth down run was another big, as you're talking about fourth downs, reminded me of his big run to get us ahead, and I thought our line did great on that play as well, making sure that we get just what we need in that situation. So, we're talking about a week 9 game, and we've been fast tracking everything, but you're trying to get all these guys ready for all these potential situations that they could face. And I'm really seeing us start to get, normally it's not till after week 10 that you have a playoffs. But here we are, playoffs week 9. Essentially this year we had week 8 with a playoff, some teams week 7, but you had to really fast track all the stuff that you're trying to get kids to understand. And they're still just high school kids. They're learning all these different scenarios that they could face. But our coaches, really work to try to present a lot of things to them and help get them on board and on pace. And I like the way the guys are responding.
You move on to a common opponent that you've seen several times, well-coached, well-balanced team in West Lafayette Ridgewood. And Coach, the saying is, well, if you stop the quarterback, you stop them. But that's a little easier said than done, Coach. What are your thoughts with the Pirates moving up to Ridgewood to take on the West Lafayette Generals?
Well, we had a plan last year that didn't quite work out. He was very comfortable in what he was doing to us last year and their scheme, and they took some chances, some shots, and hit us big, and got up and really just kind of put on a clinic with against us last year in that game that we had. And our guys fought last year, tried to get back as best they could, but ultimately didn't. We've obviously dissected that game, and we've looked more at who we are as a team this year and what things we can do and be able to do. They return a lot of players from last year's team. They're going to come out with a sound offensive line, defensive line. They've got good receivers. Quarterback still is good. Running back, a new guy back there that took some snaps last year, but he's running hard too. So they're really sound in all phases of the game. I mean, we're going up to their place, and this is a little bit uncharacteristic for us. We're essentially the underdog here. We got the number 2 in the region, and here we are, number 3 in the region, going to face at their place, and they're returning everybody. Our guys have really understood they've got to work hard and try to make sure that they're ready to go, and those guys are riding undefeated season right now. They're playing really good football. We're going to come out and do everything we can to try to just make sure that we look to put our guys in situations to try to be successful and let chips fall where they may.
And Coach, so long bus trip on Saturday. Any final thoughts before we get off this week and let you guys prepare for the Saturday game?
Well, I think we've checked all the boxes for what we need to do to get our guys comfortable and getting up there. We know they're going to have a nice field. They've got a beautiful field from what we've seen on the films. It's a great atmosphere. Talking to some different people, the atmosphere that they present. We like playing at home, but hey, ultimately we love playing the game of football. And to go somewhere where people respect the game of football and play it at a high level, hey, sign us up. We're ready to go wherever that is. Our guys want to go out and just play wearing that jersey and giving it their all. And they're excited. They're excited and ready to rock and roll. We'll go up and it is a bit of a trip, but it looks to be good weather for us. We'll get up there and get ourselves ready and go out and work to execute all the things that we've worked so hard since January in the weight room and throughout the summer and all the stuff that coaches have worked with guys on, and our guys are excited to go play.
That's Coach Rob Woodward with his final thoughts for this week before he takes on West Lafayette Ridgewood up at West Lafayette. Tune in this Saturday as Wheelersburg will be taking on those Generals, and coverage for that will start at 6:45 for BurgFan.com. 7 o'clock kickoff. There are other outlets there, WNXT, and I believe there is a stream for this, Coach.
Yes, there's a stream on Facebook.
WTNS, I believe.
Yes, I believe that's right. Yeah, they've carried some other games for them there. I believe their last name is a Claxon, somebody from the South Webster area. He's got some ties here to the southeastern Ohio area that is running some of that. And, look forward to the opportunity for our fans to be able to see some of that. So we'll put that link out on our Facebook page and out on the school website so fans can see that.
All right, Coach, we appreciate it. Good luck to your Pirates this Saturday night.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Go Bird.
My knees in the battle. Oh, come on. Round up the boys, gonna make the walls rattle. Oh, our flag is tattered and our bones are shattered, but it doesn't matter 'cause we're moving forward. Round them up, let's go. Round them up, let's go.
Best quality ingredients is what sets us apart from the competition. Our pizza dough is made from our own unique recipe. Our sauce is fresh, never from a can. Our specialty cheeses are straight from Wisconsin, and we use only premium meats to achieve an authentic Italian pizza. Making Me a Pizza is pleased to serve the pirate community and surrounding areas. Call 574-5560.